Okay. Should we start with your story of about, especially about your escape and how you were helped along the way?
I'm sure you have gone through my our story on the Telegraph. Yes, to recall this, it's quite traumatizing. But again, it's I'll do my best, to get not to get emotional on this. Uh,
At least we can feel that you all have gone through so much, and
mhm.
we have our support and a love towards you and your family also. But in
Thank
your story, I did go through your telegram. It was very heart wrenching, but at the same time, I've come across a line which said that you were also helped by a group of women who stood like
you.
a
Hmm.
pillar for all of you, and
True.
they were like a good Samaritans helping you while you were all in distress. So could you
And
please explain to me how the whole situation came about?
we were escorted by the Assam Rifles,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Uh, yes, I can understand that when the mobs were beating us up, they couldn't do anything, right?
Mhm.
Because if in case they made one mistake or fire a single bullet,
Mhm.
they can stir the mob up where the mob would just retaliate on us and they can kill us.
Yeah.
That's the situation. So I can understand that. However, we were actually in a hope that at least they can come back with more people to just rescue us throughout the day.
Mhm.
But not even once can we sense that they are there. Instead, we can hear more vehicles coming in. We can see buses full of more mobs coming in when we were beaten, right?
Mhm.
Through fire. We have totally lost hope, that we will see another hour or even another minute.
Mhm.
Uh, we were actually already on our knees, hugging each other, with
Mhm.
covered with blood from head to
Mhm.
toe.
Mhm.
We prayed.
Mhm.
And my wife, she quoted Psalm number 68.
Mhm.
Um, and we prayed that we should not die in hate.
Mhm.
Uh, we pray that
Mhm.
even if we die, you know, God should bring peace.
Mhm.
In the midst of our prayer, we heard a group of localities, men, women,
Mhm.
elderly people
Mhm.
coming and just throwing their body on us,
Mhm.
trying to protect us, from all those hitting those mob. We can actually smell alcohols.
Mhm.
Um, they were there to kill us. To be
Mhm.
honest,
Mhm. Mhm.
however, the locality, the we call it Merapaibis, they came to rescue. They say that there are so many rumors out there. I mean, we can literally hear their conversation. We can hear their conversation.
Mhm.
They said there are so many rumors out there, but the mob say that they rape us, they kill us. They are Myanmar illegal immigrants.
Mhm.
They are Hutu, they are Hausa.
Mhm. Mhm.
Despite all that, they were fighting each other. They said, "You cannot do this.
Mhm.
You were not present there. You don't see it.
Mhm.
You did not see anything.
Mhm.
Why are you trying to act upon the rumors?" And they said, they were trying to. In fact, they have been, they made multiple attempts trying
Mhm.
to actually kill us.
Mhm.
But thank God, those women kept saying, instead of before you kill them, you have to kill us first. You have to
Wow.
go. So that's when they pull us first inside the school, and from there they know that it's not safe any longer.
Mhm.
They then drag us inside the community hall. Uh, we told them we know nothing about this,
Mhm.
but later on, a few women come again. They gave us first aid.
Mhm.
They cleaned few of the wounds,
Mhm.
and throughout the day, I think till it gets dark, we have been attacked time and again, time and again.
Mhm.
They hit the walls. I mean the windows. The windows were all wooden as well. They broke the windows. They
Mhm.
shot catapult. And one point of time, we saw a pistol
Mhm.
aiming at God. It's God's grace that that
Yeah.
person didn't shoot
Mhm.
at us.
Mhm.
but again they shoot catapults. They hit our body, our face,
Mhm.
our forehead. Our grandmother, who is 92 years old,
Mhm.
couldn't even lift a plastic chair, but
Mhm.
she had to protect herself, so she
Mhm.
lifted a plastic chair.
Mhm.
There's 2 years old kid who's crying out to her father. Her father was just consoling her, saying it's going to be all right. We were, we blocked the door. We hid in the corner. My mother-in-law, who kept bleeding despite the first aid. That was our situation the entire day. The entire night.
So how
Um,
long was the duration?
I think it was around 12ish that we entered the community hall.
Mhm. Midnight.
No, no, I mean
Day.
during the day,
Okay. Okay. Mm.
and around I was around till 8 that we were inside the community hall at 8 in at night.
Mhm. Mhm.
That was the situation throughout the day, throughout the night.
Okay.
During around 8, the villagers, they couldn't, they could no longer protect us.
Mhm.
So they said that if we stay longer, our
Mhm.
village will be burned. We will also be killed.
Mhm.
But we are really sorry. We tried our best. And then there was a woman who came on the side of the window,
Mhm.
uh, just crying
Mhm.
and in tears, saying, oh, "Please forgive us. This is not, this is not who we all are." And there has been rumors and there has been spreaded.
Mhm.
There has been so many things, that has been causes to create tension between the two communities.
Mhm.
Uh, they were asking for forgiveness. That woman was just crying, and our younger brother went to console her.
Mhm.
She kissed our younger brother's hand and she bid goodbye. They gave us water and biscuit for the kid to eat.
Mhm.
They left us like that. Without a divine intervention, I don't think that kind of thing would be possible.
Mhm.
Because I mean, if we actually look into the reality,
Mhm.
us being in that situation, I don't think no no one would dare to interfere,
Exactly. Mhm.
because we can see them holding knives.
Mhm.
We were ready to die. I mean, they were holding knives, right?
Mhm.
There
Mhm.
was at one point of time where I a guy trying to cut me,
Mhm.
or I have to hold his hand and his knife.
Mhm.
Uh, I and that's actually the reason why my hands were also cut.
Okay.
Um, but all I'm saying is that being in that situation, I mean, even if there was no divine intervention, I'm pretty sure we would not be alive.
So, were you guys offered food and other necessities while you were there?
Oh no, I mean, and since it is a community hall, the villagers happen to store some mineral water bottles in plastic.
Mhm.
We are able to survive drinking those waters. Otherwise, our throats were dry. We
Mhm. Mhm.
speak. I mean, I could literally feel that
Hoarseness.
situation, as in when you watched a movie,
Mhm.
person is about to die and asking for water. I
Exactly.
could literally
Mhm.
feel that because
Mhm.
it's so dry that there, whenever even you breathe, you can actually feel the air directly hitting your stomach.
Mhm.
We were at that point. We were about to give up our life, and
Mhm.
after a few minutes, I think I was around, maybe if I calculate, if I'm not wrong, maybe it can be 20 to 30 minutes.
Mhm.
A few, the one guy who actually came, who started questioning us,
Mhm.
saying, who is related to any army, you
Mhm.
know, who who was this, who's that,
Mhm.
and we hesitate to answer anything at this moment.
Mhm.
So on, he said, we're gonna clear, we're gonna clear the area first, then we will go somewhere.
Mhm.
But at this point, it's hard to trust anybody here.
Yeah.
Recalling the situation, we hesitate to answer anything at this moment.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, by God's grace, they were able to clear everybody on the village. We can hear lots of auto, or a rickshaw auto and auto rickshaw and also cars. We can hear the vehicles moving around, and within 5 minutes everything was silent.
Mhm.
And we thought, okay, now is the time for us to really leave the earth. We start praying again, and
Mhm.
the same guy came and said, please open the door. Oh,
Mhm.
we don't want to actually, but
Mhm.
the leap of faith, we opened the door. He said, follow me.
Mhm.
And then we were escorted outside,
Mhm.
into the farm areas.
Mhm.
And, we were actually hid in one of the hut.
Okay.
Uh,
Did you at some point think that, we may never be rescued? We may
oh,
never get a chance to escape also. Did you?
yeah, we gave up.
Mhm.
The best part is that uh, when we were rescued,
Mhm.
right, when we were escorted to a different place on a hut in a farm,
Mhm.
those people who came rescuing us, they said one thing. They said that when you go out, right, at this point we still didn't have a hope that we would make it out alive.
Mhm.
So they said when you go out and when you make it out alive, please spread the word. Right, let's stop this war. Let's stop this war. That's what they kept saying. So they said not all of us are bad.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's what they said, and we can we can truly understand the pain they must be going through as well.
Mhm.
But end of the day, it, we can clearly see that these are all political agendas. We, the common people, are the ones suffering this. And I mean, recalling this story again, it's
Mhm.
not
Mhm.
just being when not just getting emotional, but
I know.
it's
It must
very
have been a
traumatizing.
traumatic experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, to be very honest with you, peace. When it comes to peace, yes, everybody wants peace,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And this is just my opinion, right? I'm not speaking for everybody from my community.
Mhm.
However, if I speak for myself,
Mhm.
if we talk about peace in Manipur right now, if we want to bring it peace, those who have been in the ground level, who have been suffering,
Mhm.
or I happen to be,
One of them.
very fortunate, I should say,
Mhm.
who have been saved. There are a lot of, people from my community who are dead. I mean, my uncle, who has been beaten to death.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
and his body is, I'm not sure if it's already in morgue or where.
Mhm.
Uh, I have, in my family, I have people who've been beaten to death.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now the government calling for peace.
Mhm.
It's
Yes. Yes. I
it's like
totally
you are
understand.
cutting
Yes.
someone's arm and in their hand, and you say sorry and you left them
Mhm.
at the.
Mhm. Mhm.
But that's something which, uh, being a Christian and as a believer,
Mhm.
right? We can forgive,
Exactly.
right?
Mhm.
But it is not. And if I have to talk politically here,
Mhm.
right? And we are the taxpayer,
Mhm.
right? We are the citizens of India.
Mhm.
I don't know much about politics or
Mhm.
anything, but
Mhm.
all I know is that the leaders have to change.
Exactly. Mhm.
They have to change. If not, you know, we, my people will always be, carrying this pain
Mhm.
in our heart, and this is something which we will. It will not heal. It will not heal.
Yes. Do you at some point also feel that, uh, we talk about the government, but do you also think that, from it has to also start from the grassroots?
It actually, I mean, of course, it has to start from the grassroots. But again, like I said, I am not someone who has a solutions,
Exactly.
or can speak for everybody at this moment, because I am not in that, situation
Mhm.
to even think of anything else at this moment, because I am still living in in a traumatical situation where I have a family whom I have to take care of, medically as well. My mother-in-law is needing medical treatment, as we speak. Uh, this is something which I am talking it from my own personal point of view, right? And if you're talking about the ground level, right? If you're talking about from there's something which has to be fixed. I think this has to be something which has to be fixed from, I should say from the top, right? Not everything can be fixed from from the. Sometimes you have to ensure if you want to cut a huge tree, you cannot just pluck out the root. You first have to cut the branch, right? You have to start from the top, slowly and slowly, and then that's when you can dig out the root. So my point basically is that if the government has to change, right, their forgiveness, them trying to buy us, our emotions or our pain away with money. That's not something which we want. One thing is that it would also be really appreciable, if in case people who are hearing this happens to be, the people who had rescued us or people who happens to have hurt us, right? We have no grudges against them. I think this is a way of life. I think this everything happens for a reason. However, our phones, our wallets, our stuff, everything. Yes, our cars were burnt. Damage has been done. But whatever is still there, it would really appreciate that if we can at least get that back. It's that those things that I talked about. It also means a lot to us as well.